Holland, Michigan attracts visitors from around the world each year for its annual Tulip Festival. This year, I was one of them. However, the primary reason for my being in Michigan is the United Methodist NOMADS project on which I am serving in the town of Pentwater. And my primary reason for going to Holland was to see my Woodstock School classmate, Cathy Christy Roseberry. Holland is about an hour and a half from Pentwater, but I decided to take the scenic route, visiting lighthouses along the way. It was a beautiful day for a drive. 5 swans were swimming in Pentwater Lake as I passed by, and orchards full of flowering fruit trees shimmered in the wind. On my way to the Sable Point Lighthouse, I passed some massive sand dunes. The dunes were pushed up from the floor of Lake Michigan many years ago by massive glaciers. They show up well on Google Earth's satellite pictures. Interestingly, there are no sand dunes on the Illinois and Wisconsin side of the lake. The Sable Point Lighthouse, the first on my route, was built on such a sandy dune. It was completed in 1874 with a lard burning light. Campers from nearby Silver Creek State Park enjoy a view of the lake as well as the dunes. Next on my list was the White River Light Station and Museum, built a year later in 1875. It is thought to be haunted, as the tapping of the lighthouse keeper's cane can still be heard. It is one of over 100 lighthouses to be found around the lake. The lighthouse at Grand Haven State Park was bright red. Built in 1903, it is one of the newer lighthouses. Hundreds of sunbathers were enjoying the first really hot day of spring. I arrived in Holland late that afternoon and went to the home of Jack and Cathy Roseberry. Cathy and I had attended Woodstock School, the American boarding school in India, from kindergarten through high school. The last time I had seen Cathy and Jack was at Woodstock in 2017 during our 50th class reunion in India.
And I was doing my laundry in the bathroom up there when we heard that Kennedy was assassinated.
Everybody knows what they were doing when Kennedy.
And they canceled the girls' open house that night.
That evening they took me downtown to watch hundreds of energetic Holland area dancers. There were so many that they took up 4 city blocks. They wore their handmade Dutch clothes and, of course, their wooden shoes. The Centennial Park where they were dancing was full of beautiful tulips. Jack and Cathy then took me to a park nearby where volunteers each year plant thousands of tulips. We were not alone in enjoying their beauty. I can't see what's in the screen. Are we in it?
The Jack's not.
Oh, I know.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Across the way was the 251-year-old still working Dutch windmill, purchased by the city of Holland in 1964 and shipped from the Netherlands. The next day we attended the annual Tulip Festival parade with bands from nearby towns and floats and entries of all kinds. I was pleased to see the pet entry. This personal energy transportation conveyance for persons who have lost the use of their legs is the creation of my friend and mentor, Reverend Mel West, from my hometown of Columbia, Missouri. Back at their home, I asked Jack where he got his haircuts. To my delight, Cathy offered to cut mine too. Cathy was Jack's barber, as Sally was mine. I was delighted to have a COVID-safe haircutting session. My trip to Holland was most enjoyable. Now I am back to serving as a United Methodist NOMADS at the Lake Michigan Camp and Retreat Center in Pentwater, Michigan. But more about that in the next video.